COD 2021 is World War II Vanguard. Let's go! What's going on, everyone? This is Doug Dagnabbit from ModernWarzone.com, and today we're coming at you with some exclusive news that we broke last night on Twitter and our website. So, the next Call of Duty title has been heavily speculated on. There's been lots of leaks, rumors, fake rumors, and today we have a clear answer for you. Call of Duty 2021 is tentatively titled Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. Now, this is a working title. I would expect this to change before the game is released. We mentioned that in our article, but now we have a confirmation of a timeline of sorts. Today's video is actually to break that down a bit more, because a lot of people seem confused. A lot of the Call of Duty community is upset because they said we've had too much World War II that's been overused, overdone, even though we've only had one World War II Call of Duty game in the past 10 plus years. I kind of understand where they're coming from, but there is some new breaking news that is coming exclusive from us. Per our sources, the 1950s leak that we had a while back being involved in the cutscenes is still true, 100%. And what else is 100% true is that this entire game takes place in an alternate timeline where 1945 wasn't the end of World War II. Now, I'm not going to go into any further details. I don't want to spoil any of the campaign, besides the fact that World War II is not the World War II we know that we will be experiencing. This is going to take place in the 50s, more than 5 years after. I can't tell you when the game starts and when it ends, but I do know that it is after the real-life events of World War II in parts, but the game is going to still have World War II going. I know that sounds kind of confusing, but you have to remember that Call of Duty is a fictitious game. They do sometimes follow historical trends and try to keep their information correct, and we appreciate that. But it's also time for them to break out from real-life warfare. That's when we get some of our best campaigns, such as Modern Warfare, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Those were all based off of fictitious things that kind of had to do with the real-life climate of the world. But it's cool to see them having the balls to go back in time and add on so that they can continue to expand the Call of Duty universe. Other than that, we don't really have too many large details about the game. There is one thing I need to clarify that a source reached out to me about, and in the blog post that I put on ModernWarzone.com, I said that every single Call of Duty game moving forward will be getting its own version of a Warzone map, and I've since had a couple people reach out and say that that's not what they heard about World War II. So World War II might not get its own Warzone map. It might not even get integrated with Warzone. I think it should. Everything I know and everything I've heard from the inside, outside files, everything should be integrated into Warzone. That's their goal. That's the way they're trying to handle things these days. But that is not what I was told by my source, that this is it is quite potentially not going to get its own Warzone map. Maybe this is to help them get back on a better timeline with giving us more content, because we all know we've been waiting forever for any significant map changes to Verdansk, and now we are eagerly awaiting the second map, which is going to be the Ural Mountains. So maybe they want to give that map more time. They want to allow it to develop. They have more changes planned for it, and they don't see a need to throw in another map just a year later. I'm not really exactly sure. I try not to go too into details about these things, but there are two things we can 100% confirm. World War II is the timeline, and number two is that World War II didn't end in real life like we think it did in the Call of Duty universe now. It's going to be continued somehow. I'm not going to speculate on how it could have continued, whether that be we nuke Japan and the war continues, they don't surrender. However it happens, I'm actually very excited to see them take this route. A lot of people are upset about it, but I do think that they have potential to end up making this a wonderful game. Most people hated World War II when it first came out, but Sledgehammer, actually, after losing their creative director, after he resigned or was fired, I can't remember, They made huge strides to make the game better, and the community agreed that they did a great job. They listened to the community, they followed feedback, and they made World War II a better game than it was at launch. So I think everybody should take a step back and give Sledgehammer a real chance to make this a good Call of Duty before you just write it off and say that you're not going to buy it, or you're not interested, or Sledgehammer Games sucks. The studio has hired so many new people. It's basically a completely new working company. So I really would appreciate it if all of you gave this a chance. What I'm telling you is not official. It's not official, since the studios haven't acknowledged it. It's not concrete, but as far as I'm concerned, it's 100% accurate. And that's just because I trust my sources. One thing that I hate to do is speculate on release dates. I have no idea when a release date is coming for this. Q4, definitely, but I really don't like to get into... We at Modern Warzone, we don't enjoy release dates, because since the pandemic, everything changes. You should not believe a release date until the game is in your hand. Jason Schreier just did a whole post about that. So, anyways, I think we covered it all. I appreciate you guys coming to check out the video. Thank you guys so much for allowing this to be my job. Allowing me to break Call of Duty news is honestly a pleasure and an honor, and I truly couldn't do it without all of you. If you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful and you gained some knowledge, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Hit the bell. I hate saying that because that's such a YouTube cliche, but I appreciate it. Until our next video, Modern Warzone's going dark.